In postural restoration, we are looking to restore the left zone of apposition. So in this video, I'm going to explain what the left zone of apposition is and why we can sometimes have difficulty restoring that left zone of apposition by pointing out the two main areas that are often tight and preventing us from getting that left zone of apposition. It's called the left posterior mediastinum and the right lateral chest wall or right lateral rib cage. The zone of apposition is what we are trying to restore generally on the left side. Here's the left rib cage. And it refers to, let's say for this discussion, the perfect position of the diaphragm for the diaphragm to pump and do its work as the primary breathing muscle. But the position of the diaphragm, and thus the zone of apposition, is dependent upon the position of the rib cage. So if you don't have proper rib cage position, you will not have proper left diaphragmatic function. In the left AIC, right BC pattern, you will find a pelvis that is rotated forward on the left and externally rotated. The rib cage on the left, here's the left, moves up. It externally rotates. So as the pelvis moves forward, the rib cage moves up. So the pelvis and the rib cage move further apart from each other, and because that makes the ribs move up and out, that decreases the zone of apposition. Because the left ribs are up and out and the left pelvis is forward and out, you'll notice the right side is closer together, the left side is pulled apart. This area has to be restored on the left. So you have to be able to bring the rib cage on the left side down, back, and in, and the pelvis back through repositioning and exhalation in order to restore the left zone of apposition, which will permit the left diaphragm to function as your primary breathing muscle. Anterior front of the left ribs, turning it around. Here are the posterior ribs. When the back arches or extends, that's the motion. And if you notice right here, look at those ribs, they come closer together. That's the left posterior mediastinum, and that's what needs to be opened up. The right lateral chest wall, right lateral rib cage, when in the right BC pattern, the right rib cage internally rotates as it counter-rotates back to the left. So we have internal rotation of the right ribs and then counter-rotation from about T8 up back to the left. In this position, you'll see the right ribs right over here move closer together. When those ribs are stuck closer together in the right BC pattern, you'll often have tight intercostal muscles, and many times that has to be inhibited or opened up before you can get the left ZOA. If you can restore the left ZOA and proper position and function of the left diaphragm, that means by definition you have the pelvis, the rib cage, and the neck in their optimal resting positions. Everything else just falls into line. So the point of the ZOA, it's not just to get the ZOA. It's because what the ZOA signifies. And if that left ZOA is truly there, all your tests will be negative in a good way, meaning you have full range of movement. You're not locked up anywhere. And that really is the point of postural restoration, why we concentrate on restoring that left ZOA and that left diaphragm. It means that we are neutral, and that would be in our pelvis, rib cage, and neck, which is what drives all human movement. Everything I talk about in these videos, I know from direct personal experience, and this information can be life-saving, and it really was for me. So if you could like, share, comment, or subscribe to the channel, it would result in greater viewing, and more people would benefit from this information too.